I feel like the last rock star. Lying in the tall grass, shoes off, singing in the autumn time, leaves falling, baby, yeah, we chilling, and I'm on one. You know that I'm on one. I take myself out the mix for a while, just to show you that I want you to smile. And I know you not convinced, but you my treasure. I can't show you how much I love you, cause it's really hard to measure, yeah. I run away, you know it can't change. I think I put too many drugs inside my damn brain. You call me this, you call me that, you say I'm insane. I know this just the start of our ride, baby. Ain't my lifestyle crazy, baby? I don't think you know, so my lifestyle wavy, baby. I shine like it's rose gold. Lights out when I hit the floor, you know it ain't so. Every day I'm changing, baby. We striving for greatness, baby. I want you in your presence, I can care how long it's taking, baby. Once we blow and compensate, these next we gon' be making babies. Pieces of the puzzle that's fitting, but all your actions flavored. Grab the keys, speed off, phrase it. Clearly miscommunication, okay. Phone on D&D, okay, you ain't seen me, okay. D&D, okay, you ain't seen me, okay. And on D&D, I've been on D&D, yeah. Developed the habit of two, and it wasn't because of you, cause of the influence, keeping my morals and principles above and beyond on the nonsense. I'm keeping my penmanship, no matter the effort, no matter the blood and sweat, never enough. I don't know what the issue is. I give my heart to you all of my life, all I know just been dying in sentences. Keeping my skeletons, I ain't been cleaning a minute, okay. They thought it was hot cause it's summertime, now I'm just brewing.
Hey, good evening, everybody. So this is a very special episode of Treeline Podcast. This is going to be episode 55. I have a good friend here, Mr. Gavin Landry. We actually served together in the Marine Corps for about, 4 years?
Yep.
He got out in, when did you get out?
2019.
2019. I got out in 2018. We haven't seen each other since, so this is going to be awesome. I've been excited about this all week. We've been talking about doing this. So, Mr. Landry, how you been, brother?
Yeah, been good, brother. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you, man. Yeah.
I think, like you were saying, I haven't seen each other in a few years, so it's always good to catch up with the boys, with the bros, man. It's good to be out here with you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, dude, thanks for fucking coming out, bro. It's raining tonight. We wanted to go into the tree line, but we also want to stay dry because we're civilians now. We have that choice. So, but yeah, man, let's talk about some like post-military stuff. We can talk about some Marine Corps stuff if you'd like to too. Let's just get into it, bro. Yeah, we met in the Marine Corps, right?
Yeah.
And I'll start there. Go ahead.
Yeah, like 2015, I started out my contract. I went through, obviously I went through Paris Island in June, and then I went to SOI that fall, and then I hit the fleet like fall/winter of 2015. And you were there. A lot of my leaders, like team leaders and all the squad leaders, all those staff NCOs, we had a lot of the same ones around at that time.
Like you and I had the same ones, you're saying?
Yeah, like because I went into your company.
Yeah, we served pretty close together.
Yeah, it was like red and blue, and it was like different platoons based off of color. Yeah,
but we were scouts, and so we operated almost like solely with scouts. Because LAR is a little different. You have scouts and you have 13s, which are the what do you call them?
They're more of the
LAV crewmen.
LAV operators, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the crewmen, yeah.
But like scouts, like we would all train together, like because we're doing scout specific things. Because LAV crewmen, like they get you to a certain point, and then scouts got to get on the deck and start pushing through the tree line on their own, or whatever the case is, assault some objective, and then come back to vehicles, remount, and then get the fuck out, or whatever the case is. Normally, scouts are on the deck together, so we did a lot of training together.
Yeah.
A lot.
Lots of it.
And deployed together.
Yeah.
Which was cool too.
Yeah, that was
If you want to talk about that, yeah, go ahead, bro. This is your episode, homie.
Dude, yeah, it's great to be able to talk about this. From deployment, man, or just like the ops that we went on together, man. I think honestly, it's we were talking earlier about like transitioning from that and stuff. I think that stuff is it's hard for a lot of veterans, like because we were talking about the like the extremity of being in something that vast with that brotherhood. And, so getting out from that was kind of crazy. But I think being able to go on deployment, man, deployment was cool. It gave me the most, it really gave me the most perspective, like just to be able to see the world and see different cultures, eat different food.
That's something that the Mute was able to provide. Like, we saw a lot of the world, and we got to like experience some liberty in different places, and we got to train with different militaries and trained in different places. That was an interesting deployment for me. I mean, I'm sure you have your own opinion on it. I fucking wasn't a big fan of sitting on that can, you know.
No, it was like.
But some people are about that life, man. Some people are about ships, man. Like, I mean, some people love doing Muse. Some people love that idea, and it's great because you get to experience, like I said, the training with all these other militaries, which you're not going to do that like going to Afghan or Iraq. You're not training with a bunch of militaries. You're just fucking doing other shit. So like that was really cool. And then the Liberty obviously is really cool. I got in a little bit of trouble, but that's for another time. I'm sure you remember all that, but that's for another time.
It happens.
But yeah, man, so we did the Mute together, and then let's talk about, what I want to talk about more so is like just transitioning outside of the Marine Corps, coming from the Marine Corps to the civilian side. And how was that for you? Was it difficult? Was it emotional? Was it a fucking shit show? Was it easy? Like let me know, because everybody has their own experience coming out of the military. Mine was fucking rough, but this ain't about me. I want to know your experience, brother.
All right, I think that honestly for me it was kind of like, it was surreal to like actually be back and like have freedom, where in a sense of like I can just go to the store right now. And like I might not get a call at 0600, or you know what I mean, at 1800, off work, and it'd be like, damn, like you gotta go back to do some maintenance, or someone messed something up. Like, so I think it was weird in that sense, and it was like the sense of just feeling like you build the strongest bonds with those guys. Like when you're like I said, like when you're in the mud together, when you're training together, it's easy to just build such a strong bond. Like getting outside, I'd say it was hard because I was like going through a breakup, but I was also like trying to mend old relationships, like friendships together with like my boys or something.
For like prior to the military friends?
Yeah, and I just...
That's something I'd like to talk about too. Like, right, go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, no, you're good. It's a good... that is funky, man. That's funky because like I built so many like memories with those, like there's really like two guys, and I've known them since I was like 10.
Yeah.
And I built like just so many different types of memories with them, from like just doing the funnest, some of the funnest, most memorable, cherishable moments, but also some of the just dumbest shit.
Like before or after the Marine Corps?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then like after getting out and being like, oh, I'm not doing that. Like, shit no more. So like, what am I?
So did you notice, did your old friends, were they still kind of the same, or have they changed since you got out the Marine Corps, or you're the one who changed? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I think I changed for sure since, because I realized early on, like I was lucky enough to go through a program that like it kind of transitions you back into the civilian world.
Oh yeah.
So like I took terminal my last month, and I was like working at a CVS.
Nice.
And dude, I was just working at a CVS, and I was like, oh, like I can't say like every curse word in the book right now, like, and it wasn't even
kill.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, it would be like you're like who, like grunting and shit. You just can't do like. It's not the same. Like, even when you wanna just like try to be like casual, like they talk about sailor's mouth, like how you gotta, it's like to a point where like I was just saying words like in front of family and friends, like just like blurting them out, and they're like, look at me funny, and I'm like, what? And they're like, you just... So it's like I had to cut back with
me too.
Person. I had to be like act like, like I noticed with you too, like I noticed with like a lot of guys, like you're able to like kind of try and like, it's hard to flip the switch, but like you gotta, like with that strong mentality of like like, it's not about really changing who you are, but you got to remember, I saw something today, a video today, and it was this guy talking about, like, he's like, a lot of people hide behind their rank.
Oh yeah.
And they don't, and they let their rank dictate the person that they become. Whereas, like, they should already be the person they are and deserve that rank because of the person they are.
Okay. Yeah.
And, like,
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, when a person, like, if they get out, like, some, like, I won't name names. I don't even, there's too many guys that we served with, but just in general, there's so many people. But there was some, like, staff NCOs, like, you could just tell that, like, a lot of their goal and their purpose was, and it's good because it was, like, directed towards the Marine Corps. They had good intentions, but you could tell, like, some guys really, that's, like, what they had. And then so it's harder. I'd say it's even harder for guys like that to be able to transition out, because then it's like you're not gonna go out here and be a sergeant major on someone.
Nope.
Like, it's just
it ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
I totally agree with that. There is I guess you could call it toxic leadership. There is a lot in the Marine Corps, but there are a lot of good leaders. I'm not going to just say staff NCOs, because it could be a Lance Corporal that's a small unit leader that's just a dirtbag,
True.
And then there could be a gunny that's just a fucking asshole for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
But I do believe that, I'm a firm believer that, if you teach somebody something 2 or 3 times and they keep fucking it up, then maybe raise their stress level. Maybe they'll remember.
Yeah.
But if you're starting right out the gate just ripping people's faces off, which I've been guilty of for doing that in the Marine Corps, and I've learned through the years, especially like in the civilian world, is like, you have to have patience. You have to, like, know your people, right? Know what their capabilities and limitations, and then you have to be able to try and teach them, face to face as a person. And then if it doesn't work, then raise their stress level. That's what I believe. Yeah. But obviously, like, I'm sure you remember me not doing those steps back in the past. You know what I'm saying? But like, a lot's changed, man. But yeah, definitely, I agree, man. There's a lot of toxic leadership, and it's going to be a rude awakening when they hit the civilian world, because a lot of these civilians just tell you to go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like, and what are you going to do to that civilian? What do you mean? What are you going to do? You're not going to secure him to the barracks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, exactly.
You're just going to walk away. You know what I'm saying? So like. People learn. They're going to be forced through the gauntlet, just like you and I were, just being a civilian again, and learning how to speak again, learning how to think, not to be like, hey, roger that, kill, to some civilian, or like, But yeah, dude, I agree. It's a weird transition, but there are toxic leaders, and there will be a rude awakening in the civilian world. I believe that.
Yeah, like, guys, I think it goes with anyone, even outside of rank in the military, man. Like, just people that also, a lot of the times, like going into, like, the actual psych of that, not gonna dive deep, but like, that's like probably a person that, like, I know a lot of people that they've been hurt a lot in their lives, and like any chance that they get where they feel like it's like their position to shine, or like, like, they're gonna go hard about it, but some people just go so intensely. You know what I mean? And I think, honestly, though, like, not in a sense of like everything, like, you can't have a military without, like,
some hard asses.
You
need them. You need them. Yeah,
like, you do. I think like, you gotta. I think it's harder for those the guys to transition. I think for sure. It's just the transition, because, like, more so for them, like, less so for the guys that are under them, because, like, those guys, like, you're gonna. I was told something by my old team leader, and he was like, pick and choose from your favorite, and not like the favorite leaders that you have, like, pick like their best qualities that you see in them, and like even leaders that you don't like, choose like your favorite qualities in them, and then leave the rest aside.
Yeah,
like,
that's totally fair. And I know exactly what you're talking about. He's a fucking solid dude.
Yeah,
through and through. I love that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. Super good point. Yeah, take what you know is fucking beneficial and leave what you don't need.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. But I don't want to just shit on the Marine Corps. Like, obviously we love the Marine Corps. Yeah. We're just talking about, like, there is toxic leadership probably in every branch or any fucking company. There's toxic leadership.
Everything. There is every business there is too. You have that like one owner or something, CEO that but less on the Marine Corps, like less on the Marine Corps side of things, because yeah, like you said, like the Marine Corps, love the Marine Corps. And the leaders do, like you said, good leaders. I just, with as far as transitioning, I think like to be able to snap back and be like, you have to look for like, who am I? Like, you really got to look for, like, who really, like, am I? Like, what are the things that I actually enjoy going and doing? Like I got out, and it was, like, I mean, smoking to relieve to relieve, like, any kind of, like, nerves I had.
Oh, smoking some weed?
Yeah. And you know what I mean? And so
sure.
It was, and, like, to this day, like, you know, I have a good time. But it's, like, one of those things now where it's, like, I don't know. There's so many other things that I know that I can do that's, like I like to do random stuff. Like, I like running on the beach.
Nice.
Like, yeah, running on the beach. Good run on the beach is solid, dude. I like random, like I said, random shit. I like mini golfing. Like, that's a weird thing for me, but, like, ever since I was a kid, my family, like, we would go on vacation, and we would always do, like, some mini golf.
So you got, like, a nostalgia
yeah,
to mini golf.
Yeah, it's like I always make jokes with, like, if I meet a new girl, I'm always like, oh yeah, you down to get smacked in mini golf? Like, stupid. No, but yeah, finding activities, man. Find activities and stuff you love.
I was gonna say, man, it sounds like a lot like I relate, bro. To me, I'm learning. I'm still learning. I don't know. I'll probably be learning my whole life, but it seems like I'm learning now that just staying busy, keeping my mind busy.
Yep.
Keeping my body busy and my mind follows. It's like fucking gnarly. So like working and then like the gym or whatever, and then like fucking editing videos or whatever. It's just like keeping my mind focused on something.
Yeah.
The minute my fucking I find that I have nothing to do, it's like, have you ever heard of the idle hands do the devil's work? Like, if you have nothing going on, if you're not doing shit, then you start fucking up. Then you start fucking around and finding out. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
more time.
I don't know. That's just my belief. It's just staying busy. And it sounds like that's what you're doing. It sounds like, but you found activities to keep you busy.
Yes.
Which is awesome, bro.
Better habits, man. Better habits. Because, like, you've seen plenty of dudes. I saw plenty of dudes, whether they were in the Marines or when they get out. You've seen the other side, I'm sure, too, with, like, guys that got out and you fall into a bad habit. You know what I mean? And it's hard for them to climb out of the bad habits. I did the same thing. I fell into bad habits at one point. I mean, I actually had like a span of a couple years where I got in trouble. Like
legal trouble after the Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
You don't talk about anything you don't want to talk about.
No, well, it's like it's like things that happen. There was like a couple of them were just driving. The other stuff is like stuff that like I'd have to... You know,
man.
Into it. But
you don't have to get into it on podcast.
Yeah, but like like you go through those times, and like I think regardless, like those guys everyone ends up being good. And honestly, there's so many different sources to, you know, there's the hotlines they got, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's all different, and not even on a dark side of things, but I mean for dudes like for real that are going through, because you never know. Like I had a guy that came in the same time that I did, and I don't know if you know, but he you knew who he is. I don't want to say his name on here.
Yeah, don't say his name.
But he ended up like one time he did something crazy, and like I was hanging out with him on Friday, and then I heard he tried to like do something crazy to himself.
Oh no! At the barracks?
He went home on leave for like
bro.
a 72 or something, and he lived. He was hitting the gym with me that week.
Afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh shit, so he was like right back to it.
Right back to it. Like some dudes, he told me, he was like, that was like the ultimate wake up call for me to like realize like that wasn't it. Like that was not where like I needed to put my energy into like it. But it took him that. But like some guys, you never know. I feel like it is harder for some guys to get out and. You know,
and it is, especially once you get in like that downward spiral, bro. And I mean, I don't know. I want to say like I've experienced it, man, but I'm sure there's guys out there that have experienced it 10 times fucking worse. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like that I've been through a downward spiral. It's just like depression, anxiety, and that I don't know. I get into this shit, but it's fucking just sad. You know what I mean? Like just being fucking like alone and depressed and sad. It's just like getting out of the Marine Corps. You're alone now.
Yeah.
Because you remember like. Even just sitting in or standing in formation for like a battalion formation. You show up like 15 prior to 15 prior to 15 prior to 15 prior. But you're there for 45 minutes to an hour, just standing there waiting for the battalion commander. But you're shooting the shit with your buddies. You know what I'm saying? Like you're laughing, you're shooting the shit, joking. You know what I'm saying? Like just standing in formation in 100 degrees North Carolina weather, sweating fucking humidity, 100% humidity. You're still shooting the shit and having fun times with your buddies. It's like a camaraderie that, I don't know, we talked about it earlier too, just the camaraderie, dude. Just going through shit and hell together. And formations ain't even that bad. You know? There's way more shit and hell that we go through, and we build this camaraderie through, and it's just like, you can't take a fire team of civilians out to the field in the middle of the fucking rainstorm, you know what I'm saying, for a week. Because it ain't gonna fly. They'll just go internal, you know what I'm saying?
They're not prepared. You go through way too much like stuff up until that. And I think if you live in the barracks, so, like, you know about the cockroaches, like, you know.
Dude, I was naming them, bro. I had cockroach buddies, man.
Dude, I swear, like, I didn't even know they flew, and I moved in with Lima, dude. It was with my first roommate, bro. It was Lima, and I was like, I told the story the other day, like, I woke up and there was like some shit crawling up the wall, dude. And it was dark, like, you know how the barracks rooms, like, they'll be dark, but like kind of like earlier on in the morning, like 4 or 5, they have the lights outside, so they'll kind of shine through. I could like kind of see the thing fucking like walking up from my bed, dude, on the wall, and I was like, oh no. And so Lima goes and like swings and hits the thing with a broom. I wake him up, he's like, oh, he's like freaking out. I'm in the bathroom, he hits the thing and the thing flew away, dude. And I was like, yo, and I moved out of the barracks. I moved out of the barracks, dude. I was like staying with a buddy.
Oh, nice.
Staying with a buddy off base, dude. I was like here and there. I mean, you know how it is. Like, you can't. You're never really away from the barracks. Like, you're still there.
Well, I lived many years in the barracks, but I was married also for a while in the Marine Corps, and I was living in a house too, which is fucking way nicer than fucking.
Did you like that? I mean, obviously more than. I mean,
you mean the base housing?
Yeah,
dude, base housing. Well, base housing I was living in, Heroes Manor, which is like it was the newest development. It was like brand new houses. It was fucking gorgeous, bro. Like, it was beautiful. It was like fucking 100 times better than barracks, bro. Yeah. But I still love going to the barracks every day and hanging out with you guys. Like, obviously I had to go there for work and shit.
Yeah, with the boys. It was always different. What about how's like but like, what are like some things like you've seen though too, like that, like different, like what are like some like things that you found outside like the Marine Corps, like
to keep me busy?
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of it's like not having, like, what do you find for, there's no adrenaline like shooting a rocket launcher, man, or like
there's
throwing a grenade. Like, there's nothing like that.
I find myself testing my nerves, you know what I mean? Like, I'm working like carpentry now, so like I'm getting higher and higher, like on roofs and shit, and it's like, I'm not a height guy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm testing myself to see, and it's not like a super adrenaline kick, but it's like, and I don't know if I'm really looking for adrenaline kicks anymore, but like, you're not gonna catch me jumping out of a plane, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not a fucking gonna strap some parachute on my back with some dude getting paid $15 an hour put together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fucking do that. No. But you know, like, I'll work on a roof or something. But also, like, something that I found, it's not necessarily looking for adrenaline rushes. It's more so just trying to fucking find peace. Like, like, I'll go to work and I'm like out in the elements. If it's cold, if it's freezing, if it's hot, if it's whatever it is, as long as I'm like up on the mountain working or whatever, and there's not like a bunch of fucking, I don't know, buildings and shit and fucking people walking around, I just find a peace in that, bro. It's just quiet peace.
The awareness.
Is that what it is?
I guess so. Yeah.
I fall in love with this shit. Like, I was just in Florida, you know, a few months back before moving up here, and it's like it's a fucking 180 degrees turn. Like, in Florida, like, it's just so fucking too much shit going on. You know what I mean? It's fucking too much shit going on that you don't want to be a part of. And then, like, you come up here and it's just like, it's just a different pace. People are at a different pace. And then, like, the kind of work I was doing was different. The work I'm doing now is, like I said, it's brought nothing but peace to me, bro. And like this natural fucking state of fucking spiritual peace. I don't know what to fucking call it.
That's good, though. Yeah. It's like, that's like nostalgia. It's like your sense of like, you like, Like, you know what I mean? I think when you find a system, when you find a grind and it just like is working for you and it feels good to like actually accomplish things, just do stuff, set like small term goals, set like long term goals, whether it's like, you know, a month out or it's like a couple years out, and like to be able to like hit those marks, like it was a you know, in the gym when you're setting a PR, you know, a new record.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like you're doing that with accomplishments. It's a whole different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different.
Are you
feel.
still hitting the gym and shit?
Dude, no, I was gonna say on the boat, dude. I was like,
Dude, everybody on the boat was getting yoked, bro.
dude, yeah, but I hit 180, dude. I was 155 when I got on, bro. Dude, I had like mad NCOs at the time. I remember because it was before I got promoted on the boat. I had like a whole thing on the boat, like losing a piece of equipment.
Oh, dude, I've lost equipment in the past.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
You know, and I thought I was getting like, you know, paperwork. I just jumped in the gym. I was like, if they just see I'm grinding, like in my head, that's where it started. So I would watch like all the recon dudes. There was like 2 like recon dudes that were always in there.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what you're talking about. One of them lived in headquarters, Burley, didn't they?
One of them was like mad tatted up, and he had like the slick hair. I lifted with him once. I lifted with him one time at the end, dude. Cause like I saw them at the end, like a couple of those dudes, and they ended up telling me like, they were like, we saw you in here like almost every day. Like, I just want to give you props. And I was like, and I told them straight up. Bro. I was like,
you should have been like, yo. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, you're good. I told them straight up. I was like, yo, I watched everything you guys did.
Yeah.
I literally just came in here. I'd watch what you did. I would work it like I was a madman.
That's
like,
fucking badass, bro. I was gonna say you should have had them give you a pair of them black silkies, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I only got green ones, man.
I know.
It'd be dope to have a pair of Recon black silkies, man.
Honestly, that whole experience was cool, dude. I mean, I ended up spending a lot of time on ship's tax.
Oh, you did? It was working in the store or working in the cafeteria and shit?
Yeah, I was all over that boat, man. Because especially, like I said, like after that equipment thing, man, it was like them obviously showing that, like, okay, like, that's obviously, like, we're not going to necessarily put a bunch of trust in you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, we're going to probably just have you they're going to help out on the boat. See, like, I realized eventually over time, I think it was kind of testing me. Because I feel like I could have, from that situation, I could have just like sank. Like you'd see a lot of dudes when they make a mistake, they just shrink and like shrivel up.
Yeah.
I was like, if anyone in my
squad, fed you, dog. It fed you.
Yeah, like I made the most mistakes. Like I would put my hand on it. Like I made so many mistakes that like even my leadership or someone would be like, what? And I'm like, and you know, it was way more than that, but it's like,
yeah, dude, I remember hearing about some of your mistakes, but hey, we've all made mistakes, bro. I've made my own mistakes too. But look, man, we're gonna have to do a part 2 and a part 3, bro. I mean, we'll see, because we got a lot to talk about, but I do 30-minute episodes. We're coming up on 27. I wanted to stop us just before, because I want you to talk about, if you wanted to plug something or if you want to say something about, because I know you're into making content yourself, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you got a few minutes to shoot your shit right here, dog. Yeah,
thanks, man.
Just go ahead, bro.
All right, hey, I appreciate everything being out here. I wanted to give a shout out to my brother, man, my little brother Brody, man. Him and I are gonna be doing working on a lot of different types of different music this year and stuff. I've been making music. I'm kind of I go by 17 Grizzy is the stage name. I've been making music since long before the Marine Corps. So
I know this kid was making music in 29 Palms.
Yeah,
you got me on the wibble wobble, dog.
Yeah, dude, I had man, for real, I was rapping for everybody back then too, man. But I'm making more.
You got to cut it.
Oh yeah, but making more music. Stay tuned. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, Gavin, Mr. Landry, thank you very much for coming on. We're gonna do a part 2 soon.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for watching Treeline Podcast. Like, follow, subscribe. Please share the podcast. And I love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.